What's up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of the God Next podcast. I'm your host, Baldwin, my co-host, Donovan Moore.
Yes, sir.
Sir, today we're going to be talking about the NFL draft. So we got Bennett Nadash with us again, of course.
Yeah, the NFL guru.
Yes, sir. How you feeling, B?
Good. I'm excited for this draft, man. We've been away from football for too long, man. But not that we're not having fun watching the other sports, but football is always the hot topic.
Yeah.
Of course. So today we're going to be diving into the top 10 lottery picks for the NFL draft, as well as what our team needs and who we should also pick up. So if you guys like the video, of course, comment and subscribe, all that type of stuff, and enjoy the intro.
You ready to play, boy?
Yo, turn it up, Slay. I can't hear nothing.
With the number one pick in the 2021 NFL draft,
Yeah.
who you guys got?
Come on now, Trevor Lawrence.
They already said Trevor and his wife already moved to Jacksonville and have gotten together with all the philanthropies and charities down there. So I mean,
yeah, he knows where he's going.
Yeah, I think he all know. I think he's known he's going to be the number one pick the last 2 years.
Yeah, I think he knows. He's known for a little bit now, of course. So he's going to the Jaguars, right?
Yeah.
And then the Jets have the next pick. So who you got the Jets picking up?
Zach Wilson, the BYU. Yeah. I think it's pretty locked in too, that pick. And then after that, it's a little tricky, but
yeah, I think both of them are pretty locked in.
Yeah, hell yeah. And I think who's next? Is it the Niners? Yeah, because they traded up.
Yeah, next is the Niners.
I've been going back and forth on Justin Fields and Mac Jones for the last month for the Niners, but I'm starting to think it's going to be Mac Jones just because I don't know. They just had that one era where they had Kaepernick, and I don't think they want to do running quarterbacks anymore. I think they're trying to be a classic pocket passing team. So
yeah.
They think Mac Jones is just going to be a better Jimmy Garoppolo eventually. But whoever the Niners do draft won't get PT this year unless Garoppolo goes down.
I just find it hard to see them trading all the way up for Mac Jones. I don't know.
Mac Jones wasn't really a star in college. He was just the quarterback. But he'll have the Niners. I think honestly, what the Niners need is wide receivers because their best wide receiver in the last decade and a half is Michael Crabtree. They've had great tight ends. They've had two dogs at tight ends like George Kittle and Vernon Davis, but they'd never be drafting receivers. That's their problem.
No receivers, yeah. I feel like if you trade up that far though, you can't do that for a receiver. I think they might take the guy Trey Lance.
I was just about to say that. How would you feel about it if they picked up Trey Lance?
I think he's gonna be nice. He just needs more time to get acclimated because he only played 15 career games. Mm-hmm. So that's not really much from a college standpoint. And then they didn't have a season this year, due to the pandemic and everything. But Trey Lance is pretty nice, bro. His last full year he played through 30 touchdowns with no picks and ran for 15 touchdowns. That's pretty good numbers. So I mean it may not happen, but I wouldn't mind Trey Lance right there.
No, he's definitely a good player. He comes from a small school, but, I mean, someone's definitely going to get him. I have a feeling, I guess we'd say that for later, but I think the Bears are going to get Trey Lance because,
really?
God knows the Bears need a quarterback. They haven't had one their entire history, so.
Yeah, the Bears are just,
Yeah.
All right, next up for the fourth pick, we have the Atlanta Falcons.
I'm thinking Kyle Pitts.
You're thinking Kyle Pitts?
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah.
Think about it. They had Tony Gonzalez for all those years, and they had Austin Hooper for a little bit. They need good tight ends. You need to complement the Julio and Calvin Ridley.
Yeah, I feel like the Falcons, they always have a good to very good offense, but they never have a solid defense. So it would be smart of them to take a defensive player, but Kyle Pitts is too good to pass up.
But some people also have Trey Lance going to the Falcons because they say Matt Ryan just doesn't have that many years left. I mean, obviously, we said Trey Lance won't start if they drafted him, but I mean,
right,
a year down the road, they might transition to a different QB because the Falcons haven't really won anything since they lost the Super Bowl.
Right. So,
my mock draft has the Falcons picking up Patrick Surtain. So, how would you feel about that?
That's something they need, and he's very good. Good corner. He's gonna cover. He's gonna get up in your face. He's gonna guard you. I wouldn't mind. That's a better pick, in terms of need, because the Falcons' defense is awful. But
right.
Knowing the Falcons, they're gonna find some way to just deck it, and they'll probably go offense.
Yeah, they always seem to go offense. Like you said, their defense is never good though. So
yeah,
that's why I think that they should probably go with the corner, but we'll see how.
right.
So next up, we got the Bengals.
they need to go get a lineman because obviously you saw what happened to Joe Burrow last year. Like,
Right.
then that's a franchise quarterback. Usually, after you get a franchise quarterback, you got to get a lineman.
That's facts. That's fact. They need to protect Joe Burrow because he was a very good player last year for the Bengals. Like, he made the Bengals like somewhat of a talking point, and nobody really wants to talk about the Bengals. It's the Bengals, bro.
Now everyone wants to talk about the whole AFC North now, like because you got obviously the Steelers and Ravens, but now you got the Browns and Bengals, like both making things interesting. Like the worst team in that division this year probably going to have like 6 or 7 wins. Like
exactly.
The best probably only have like 10 wins.
Yeah, so they got to protect Joe Burrow. So they definitely got to get a lineman. I forget the guy from Oregon's name. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but Sewell.
The lineman. That's who my mock draft has him getting, the Penny Sewell or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. The thing about it's crazy to think about like in 10 years from now, which quarterbacks are still going to be like quarterbacking their teams.
Right.
He's like
that's gonna be
a lot of the ones from our like era of growing up and watching football are retiring now. Like Big Ben and Tom Brady are pretty much the only ones left from the last generation.
And Big Ben might be gone after this year too.
He probably is gonna be gone after this year.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Crazy to think about.
My mock draft has the Cincinnati Bengals picking up Jalen Waddle from Alabama. So how do you feel?
Oh wow.
How do you have that?
Waddle is tough. He's tough.
I feel like another offensive weapon for Joe Burrow.
That's true.
Yeah.
They're either gonna give him a weapon or a protection. Like
the Bengals are in a good spot right there. Like they either get the best lineman or the best receiver. So it's like they're in a win-win either way.
Right.
What if they just like out of nowhere got Devonta Smith?
That'd be crazy. I mean, don't sleep on Jamar Chase. Jamar Chase is nasty. Jamar Chase is a dog. He sat out last year, but the year he played with Joe Burrow in college, he had 2,000 yards and 20 plus touchdowns.
Right.
Part of me thinks and I know we'll get to this in a little bit, but part of me thinks the Patriots need to get a wide receiver because think about it, like Brady, like they didn't really have any they like Julian Edelman, who like Brady probably made like really good, even though Julian Edelman was a hard worker and everything, but like they haven't really had like a lit wide receiver who's like fast and like and puts up big numbers since like Randy Moss, like, and they got him out of free agency. Like Belichick never really drafts like big time receivers. N'Keal Harry pretty much is a bust. Like, they need to get like either Devontae Smith or Waddle, like, or someone who just like who can show up and like make a quarterback better.
Right. Would you pick up first? Would you pick up Devontae Smith or Waddle?
I would pick Devontae Smith, but I mean, I don't think you can go wrong. They're both going to be really good receivers.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with either.
I feel like wide receivers like the most consistent position coming out of college. Like wide receivers in college are
You think so?
Yeah, like first round receivers are almost always dogs in the NFL.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of receivers got drafted late as well, too, like Antonio Brown. What round was he, like the 5th or 6th round?
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy to think about. Wow.
Yeah.
They're the best wide receiver of our generation.
That's just how the NFL is for real. Like, you'll find like some of the best players in the latest rounds. Like, of course, Brady was a 6th round pick, stuff like that.
It's crazy.
So at number 6, we have the Dolphins. So who should they pick up?
I think they should get Najee Harris, but a lot of people have him going later. I think the reason they should get Najee Harris is because he played in college with Tua at Alabama, so like they'd have that chemistry. And like if they're trying to center their franchise around Tua, if they believe in him, you got to get him like the back he's most familiar with. And Najee Harris might be one of those backs that you can like, like Derrick Henry's the only back in today's game that like you absolutely rely on him to like win you games. Like everybody else passes to like more than the Titans do, but the Titans like run the ball to win games. And like I feel like Najee Harris might be one of those running backs who like you run them to win games. But like think about it, they have Tua and they can run the option, and like they have that chemistry from college. Like they could be a lit offense. It really depends how much they believe in Tua.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like 6 might be too high to take a running back right there.
That's true. Some people have them getting Jamar Chase, like in my mock draft.
Yeah, that's on my mock draft too.
Now I feel like they need that more, another receiver, because they got Devontae Parker already, but I feel like another receiver could help Tua out because last year the Dolphins could have made the playoffs if Tua didn't fold in the last game. So kind of just put the weapons around him and then see what Tua can do.
That's true.
I agree. Next up, we got the Lions. So what should the Lions pick up, or who should the Lions pick up?
Well, some people have him getting a quarterback because they don't think Goff was the only reason Goff was good on the Rams is because he had McVay. But I don't know. I feel like they're not going to get a quarterback. I think they need to get they either need to get like a running back, receiver, or a linebacker. Maybe they can get Parsons from Penn State. I was thinking that's who my mock draft has them getting also.
That'd be solid. I feel like the Lions are just in a tough spot because they're one of those teams. It's like
they're just gonna suck this year.
Yeah, they aren't like terrible where they won't win any games, but they aren't good either. They're right in the middle of like they'll get 5 to 6 wins and they just go back to where they are now. Like, so they just need to do something. But Parsons is a really good player.
My mock draft has them picking up Sewell, the guys you were talking about earlier, the offensive tackle.
Oh, the offensive tackle?
Sure.
That wouldn't be bad. But it's like they got Jared Goff too. So it's like, do you want a receiver to kind of see what Jared Goff can do? Because they let Golladay go. He's on the Giants now. So it's tough to say, honestly.
Yeah, it looks like the Lions are more of a little toss-up. I guess they could kind of go a lot of different ways.
A lot of different ways.
Yeah,
they're like
they're unpredictable.
Yeah. Number 8, we got the Carolina Panthers. So my mock draft has them picking up Devontae Smith.
Ooh.
Well, what do you think the Panthers need?
I feel like they need O-linemen because they got decent players. They got DJ Moore, who's tough. They got Christian McCaffrey.
They still got McCaffrey, right?
Yeah. Who else they got?
They got Virginia Tech offensive tackle. What's his name?
Oh yeah.
Darrisaw or whatever. Christian Darrisaw. Yeah.
Oh, and they just traded for Sam Darnold too, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like they should just try to get O-lineman and then just see what Sam Darnold can do, honestly. Because they got weapons already. So they could either go defense or O-line. I wouldn't mind if they went O-line.
But if Sam Darnold doesn't produce for them, his career is pretty much over as a starter.
It has to be over. I'm surprised he got a second chance.
But he's already had 3 losing seasons on the Jets. Like, if you have a team, like
still the Jets at the end of the day. So we have to see what he's actually worth.
That's the reason. That's the only reason he has a second chance.
Right.
He played for the Jets.
Right.
Let's move on to the Broncos at number 9.
They all say they need to get a quarterback because they don't think Drew Lock's it. So, like, possibly Justin Fields, I'm thinking to them. But part of me wants to say Justin Fields is going to go to the Patriots just because I kind of want to see that happen. But
I want to see that. I'd love to see that.
That would be tough.
Belichick coaching Justin Fields would be kind of nasty.
Yeah.
You think the Patriots could possibly trade up, try to leapfrog the Broncos or something to get Justin Fields maybe?
That's what they're saying because the Patriots definitely do need a quarterback. Like, I know they're giving Cam kind of a second chance, but like at the same time, that's not your future.
Right. You do need a backup option, somebody that I think Belichick. It would be really cool to see Belichick like have a pretty good quarterback and like be able to mold him into like maybe a Tom Brady. Definitely not going to reach Tom Brady status, but like somebody like Tom Brady. I don't know.
The Patriots play the Buccaneers this year. Like it's going to be a Sunday night football game. Like Brady.
I'll be tuned in for sure.
Yeah.
Dude, that's Brady and Belichick. That's going to be like the hardest they've ever tried in a game. Besides like the Super Bowl. Like neither of them want to lose that game.
That man Belichick gonna scheme up a defense probably where he just blitzes Brady the whole game.
I have a feeling the Patriots are gonna win that game just because.
I got Tampa.
I just feel like Belichick's gonna like be like teacher always beat student type game. Like he's gonna scheme Brady super hard because he knows all his tendencies.
Yeah.
Number 10, we've got the Dallas Cowboys. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I think the Cowboys should pick up.
What do the Cowboys need the most? Like, I think they need a defense.
Yeah.
I think they need a cornerback, someone who can cover receivers.
Yeah, we need a corner. Yeah, we do.
That Alabama corner, they're going to get Patrick Surtain.
Yeah, that'd be a good pickup.
If the Falcons don't pick him up like the mock draft says, I would pray that he's still available. Yeah, Patrick Surtain, I would take. Absolutely.
Yeah. Dallas honestly just needs defense.
Yeah.
That's all.
They were just letting up so many points last year. Back like that was their season, but before that, like they were putting up points, but they were just letting up more.
Yeah, right. They were scoring, but they were just letting people score on them as well. So
NFC is gonna be another interesting division this year. Like, who the hell is gonna win that? It's up for grabs.
Anybody's division.
Aren't the Eagles? Or no, who's the next pick after that? It's the Giants, right?
The Giants. Yeah.
And then it's the Eagles after that. It's like 3 NFC East teams in a row.
Yeah. I can see the Giants taking Jalen Waddle or Devontae Smith right there.
Get Jones a receiver, or like or they could get a defensive player. But their defense was playing kind of well towards the end of last year. Like,
they were solid. They were definitely solid.
Yeah.
But I mean, if they do end up with Waddle or Devontae Smith. That'd be tough. And then they got Saquon coming back.
Right. Yeah.
But it all comes down to Daniel Jones, bro. Like, he's trash against everybody except the football team. I don't know how. I don't know why. But he is trash against everybody except us. 4 of his 8 career wins are against the football team, bro. That tells you everything you need to know.
But if Daniel Jones is trash this year, like he might not be it for them.
Yeah, I would look in another direction if he's trash this year.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I've never have been a fan of Daniel Jones, to be honest with you.
Nah, I don't think he's kind of a bad decision maker.
He's a bad decision maker.
At number 12, we have the Eagles. So what should the Eagles get?
I mean, if it depends if they think like Jalen Hurts is their future, they should try to like address that. But at the same time, their defense is ass too, so they might need to draft the corner as well.
They keep doing Jalen Hurts dirty, bro.
Yeah.
They're doing him so dirty. I don't know why they don't believe in him. I don't get
Their
it.
coach just said, their new coach, he was like, I haven't named the starter between him and Joe Flacco yet. But it's like, bro, you really expect us to believe you're gonna
Open competition, bro. That's what he said. It's open competition.
You really expect us, like if you're starting Joe Flacco over Hurts, it means you don't believe in Hurts.
Right. That's literally what that means. Yeah, facts.
They just the Eagles they should probably go defense as well.
Right.
Like, you're really about to choose a washed up quarterback over Hurts? Like that's an insult.
Definitely an insult.
At 13, we have the Chargers. So what do you think the Chargers should get?
I think the Chargers should get? Well, Justin Herbert was like a pretty much a dog as a rookie, other than the fact that he lost almost every game. But like, if they get him a weapon, well, maybe their misfortunes could change this year.
Yeah. Either they can go offensive lineman as well. I feel like with young quarterbacks, they just either need a weapon or just more protection up front.
What's more important for quarterbacks, receivers or linemen? Because like
linemen,
probably linemen. Yeah. Because if you're a good quarterback, you can make receivers good.
Right. If you have time, you can probably get the ball to a receiver. Yeah,
if you have time to throw to a receiver, that like, and you're a good quarterback, you'll be money in this league.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. Linemen, but I don't know which lineman they're gonna get though. I mean, there's definitely a lot of tackles in the draft, like that Rashawn Slater from Northwestern.
Yeah, like there's a lot of options out there. Like in terms of linemen, like so that'd definitely be. I mean, even if they don't draft a lineman in the first round, I feel like they can get linemen in like the second and third round. So maybe just go with best player available. That's
number 14. We have the Vikings.
I feel like they need a line because they have good receivers, good running backs. Like Kirk Cousins actually playing pretty well. Actually, no, they might need a defensive player. Their defense was ass last year. Where they let up 6 touchdowns to Kamara on Christmas. Like they're
6 touchdowns. Yeah,
defense is definitely.
Probably like a linebacker or a pass rusher.
Yeah, and like I guess we're getting to the point in this draft where like, I mean, we could still like instead of giving us, we could suggest a single name, but like obviously like we're not in the lottery anymore. Like we don't know exactly which player we're gonna get, but we can definitely say like what position these teams need.
Right.
Yeah.
And last but not least, we're gonna finish off with the Patriots. So we were talking about how they should get Justin Fields.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the best thing? Or did you say wide receiver?
If they don't get Justin Fields or like whatever QB is available at that time, they definitely need to get a wide receiver. I'm tired of watching like them and not knowing who their receivers are in games.
Right. I agree.
Yeah.
Jordan was their best receiver last year, and he was pretty much ass all year.
Yeah, that's fact. Oh man, but they signed a couple receivers this offseason, didn't they? They got Bourne from the Niners.
Yeah, I mean, but none of those.
Aguilar, but they need like a certified star.
Yeah.
Right. Somebody that they like believe in, that they can like mold like themselves instead of just bringing them in, you know. So
definitely.
That's why Tom Brady got the hell out of there, because they were never getting receivers on that team.
Right.
The receivers they drafted were always trash.
Yeah, they said Belichick, the one like he's great at everything, he's just not good at drafting. They said that's the one thing he's not good at.
I mean, he's not. Let's be honest.
That's facts.
I mean, other than Tom Brady, I haven't really seen much.
He prides himself on like finding like dudes in the 6th round and undrafted and making them good. Like he's good at making players who would be asked anywhere else like good on his team, but like when you have the chance to draft a star, you got to capitalize on that.
Right. Definitely.
Drafted in like decades.
Yeah.
Is that good?
Yeah, I think we covered most of the important picks in this draft. I wonder how accurate we're going to be. We'll find out on Thursday.
Yeah, I guess we'll find out on
Yeah.
Thursday.
Yeah.
But until then, hope you guys enjoyed the show. That's gonna do it for this episode of the God Next Podcast. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Check with us next week. We're gonna have new episodes out. Make sure you guys comment and subscribe, all of that type of stuff. We enjoy all the support and peace.
Yeah.
Yeah.